Alright, update on Solana. So in the last few weeks I've been outlining, or the last week and a half really, I don't think I mentioned the triple bottom before then, but nonetheless in the past week at least I've been outlining how I would really want to see this triple bottom pattern. If I do zoom back, I'll tell you what I mean by that. Basically, when we went on Solana's first major bull run, we made a massive move up, we topped out, made an all-time high, came down, made 1, 2, 3 lows, and as soon as we made that third low, it was basically off to the races before we went parabolic again. So what I would be looking for is something like a Solana summer, where we do bottom here. You know, it does take us maybe a couple of weeks to get above this level here, we break above the 618 here, and once we finally get above 112, if you've been watching my Solana videos since I made a channel like 2 months ago, I've only been talking about 112. This is the most important level. I can't emphasize that enough. While triple bottoming here is extremely nice and super bullish, until we do break above 112, I can't be macro, or I can't be mid-term bullish on Solana. Now, do bear in mind, I only hold 2 altcoins. One of those altcoins is a shitcoin that takes up less than 1% of my portfolio, and one of those altcoins is Solana. So Solana is basically, if we're not talking about 1% allocations, Solana is the only altcoin that I own. I own a degenerative amount of Solana. I'm in the Solana NFT space. I basically love Solana. I love Web3. I love everything about Solana. So, you know, I am trying to give you my unbiased opinion on Solana. Obviously, do bear in mind, take my opinion with a grain of salt, because I am very bullish on Solana in the macro term. But, you know, from my unbiased perspective, being as unbiased as I possibly can, I am still somewhat, you know, obviously I'm bullish in the midterm and in the short term now, because it looks like we have potentially put in this triple bottom. But for me to like really say I feel comfortable, you know, longing Solana on leverage again, I would need to see a break above the 618, which is at 112. Until we do break above 112, I am sitting on the sidelines. Now, I have been accumulating on spot, so, you know, when I say I'm sitting on the sidelines, what that means is, you know, I'm still buying these dips, but I do leverage trade from time to time, and I would not leverage trade this until we do break above 112. Once we do break 112, we basically have a straight line up to the 200-day moving average. After that, you know, we can pretty much just talk about going to the all-time high and setting new all-time highs. I mean, the next fib retracement target is 369, the next one is 546, then we've got 720, and, you know, basically coming up to $1,000, but, you know, more specifically 834. So I'm not saying this is going to happen today. I'm not saying this is even going to happen in the next couple of months. If I was to make like a prediction, like my life depended on it, I think, you know, we could be potentially hanging out here, retesting this, trending sideways, backtesting this, getting above the 618 here, going up, finally getting above the 112, and very slowly breaking back above all of this market structure, retesting the 200-day, and heading off to the races. I mean, this would personally be, if someone put a gun to my head and said make a prediction on what's going to happen to Solana, I would say, you know, I think something like this is going to happen. But like I said, do take my opinion with a grain of salt, because Solana is my #1 altcoin holding. A lot of people on YouTube will give you their analysis, and they will fail to tell you that they hold a massive bag of it, or, you know, they're pumping it for their own gains. I do try and be as transparent as I can on this channel. I only hold 3 cryptos. That is Bitcoin, Solana, and Dogelon Mars. My Dogelon Mars allocation, like I said, is less than 1%. Bitcoin is 60%, and Solana is about 20% in Solana and 19% in Solana NFTs. So if we're just talking about Solana, you know, it takes up a decent amount of my portfolio, including the NFTs, easily like 39 to 40%. Maybe that's increased a little bit recently. You know, I don't really check my portfolio every day. I like to check the prices and what's going on, but I'm not, you know, attached to the USD value in my portfolio. I like to look at the crypto value. So all in all, a little bit of a ramble there, but all in all, if we do break above this trend line here, which we already have, I'd like to see a back test, which is what we're pretty much doing. I would keep an eye on then 93, and then once we do break 112, I would be so bullish. I would be back into my long positions. I'd be transferring Solana to, you know, Femex and other trading platforms, and I would be entering, you know, 10x long positions, hoping to make some good gains. So all in all, like I said, we triple bottomed once, and that was the start of a parabolic run. Something like this is what I'm looking for, another triple bottom, and then, you know, very hopefully we do hold this level. Being completely unbiased, if we do break below 80 again, or, you know, worst comes to worst, if we do break below 72 to 69, then I would be very shaky on, you know, what's going to happen in the next few months. But as a general rule of thumb, Bitcoin's having a huge pump today, total crypto market cap's having a huge pump. Before I do get overly bullish on altcoins, I would like to see the total crypto market cap break back above the 1.84 trillion, and I would like to see also Bitcoin break above 46,000, but, you know, that is a number for another day. I think once Bitcoin breaks above 46,000, Solana would definitely have the momentum to break above the 112 level. That is all for the USD pair. Do bear in mind, at least in the short term, the Solana against Bitcoin pair does look bearish. So, you know, I do think, at least in the short term, you know, we could potentially bottom here. So this is your last line in the sand, the 20238 level. If we do lose that, then, you know, Solana could potentially be losing 24% of its price against Bitcoin, which is, you know, not what I want to see at all. But like I said, I will provide you with an unbiased perspective. Obviously, I do hold Solana, but, you know, if I do see something bearish like this, then I will, you know, I will tell you of it. I won't sugarcoat it or just avoid it. I will always tell you if something looks bearish, even if it's for a coin that I'm holding. And, you know, so far your last line in the sand is really this level. If we lose the 1.618, it does get pretty ugly. We do have a wham drop down to the 786. I'm hoping this is the bottom. If this is the bottom, and hopefully this is the triple bottom, then I do think Solana could go on a massive rally, break the 112, and then start returning to all-time highs. So that's basically all I see for Solana today. If you are holding Solana, best of luck. Once again, none of this is financial advice. Also, like I said, I'm active in the Solana Twitter community. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is, let me check, I think it's Crypto Cowboy or 618 Cowboy. Let me check. 618_Cowboy. So if you want to follow me and say what's up on it on Twitter, go check me out there. If you do click on my YouTube channel, you will probably find the link to my Twitter and Instagram anyway. So yeah, if you wanna follow me on there, go ahead. I am very active on the Solana ecosystem, so yeah, come say hi. Once again, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace out.